Welcome back to Akhara Study. Today, we're diving into Lesson 3 of your English textbook to explore a story called Phulmani's India. The lesson introduces us to Phulmani. She's a young girl from the Santhal community, a major indigenous group in India, and she has a deep passion for painting. If you look at the mud walls and doorways of her village, you'll see her work. She uses a wide variety of bright primary colors to paint vibrant scenes of trees, flowers, and birds directly onto the architecture of her home. When Phulmani mixes her paints and decorates those walls, she is participating in an artistic tradition that stretches back tens of thousands of years across the Indian subcontinent. To see how far back this goes, we have to travel to Madhya Pradesh. On the rock walls of the Bhimbetka caves, human beings living over 20,000 years ago used natural pigments, reds, whites, greens, and yellows, to paint the animals they hunted and the lives they lived. Moving forward in time to about 2 millennia ago, the canvas shifted to the Ajanta caves in Maharashtra. What you are looking at here is a detailed fresco, a painting done rapidly in watercolor on wet wall plaster. Ancient artists used these rich colors deep inside the caves to illustrate the life and tales of Lord Buddha. Just a short distance away at the Ellora caves, that same artistic drive moved from painting into three-dimensional carving. Here, Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain artists sculpted their gods and stories directly out of the solid rock, coexisting side by side in a single location. By etching their beliefs onto cave walls and carving them into cliff faces, these ancient generations created a permanent visual record of India's earliest cultures. But India's cultural expression isn't frozen in stone. During local festivals in West Bengal, Phulmani loves to watch the Chhau dance. The performers wear heavy, elaborate masks and leap dynamically into the air, keeping strict time with the rhythm of heavy drums. As you travel across state lines, the rhythms change. In Punjab, dancers in bright mirrored vests perform the bhangra, matching their high-energy jumps to the local beat. You'll find entirely different steps in Gujarat, with the stick-striking Dandiya dance, or in Assam with the rapid, joyful movements of Bihu. This regional variety extends to folk theater, live performances based on ancient mythological incidents. If you watch a play in Bengal, it's called Jatra. In Maharashtra, it's Tamasha, and in North India, it's known as Nautanki. Long before television or the internet, these rhythmic dances and local plays served as the primary tools for communities to pass their shared history and moral lessons down to the next generation. While folk arts grew from the villages, classical dances developed in the temples and royal courts. These forms require strict discipline to match precise physical movements with complex musical harmony, often acting out deep mythological narratives. You can see this discipline in the rapid spins and intricate footwork of Kathak in North India, which sits alongside other highly structured classical styles like Bharatnatyam and Mohiniyattam in the south, and Manipuri in the east. These dances rely on an equally sophisticated heritage of classical music, requiring specialized instruments. Pictured here are a few staples: the stringed sitar, the twin hand drums of the tabla, and the keyboard-like harmonium. Indian kings actively patronized, or financially supported, these musicians and dancers in their courts. Emperor Akbar famously loved to listen to the legendary vocalist Tansen. Over centuries, this royal support helped divide Indian classical music into two highly refined main styles, Hindustani in the north and Carnatic in the south. By refining regional sounds and village dances into structured, disciplined art forms, these royal courts created national treasures that are still studied worldwide today. The era of the great emperors also left behind massive physical markers on the landscape. Emperor Shah Jahan commissioned the Taj Mahal in Agra, a towering mausoleum made of white marble, built in memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Today, it stands globally recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the world. The pristine white of the Taj contrasts sharply with the deep red sandstone utilized by Emperor Akbar. When he built the city of Fatehpur Sikri, he designed this massive structure, the Buland Darwaza, to serve as its staggering main gateway. We see that same imposing redstone fortifying the walls of the Red Fort in Delhi, an architectural marvel and symbol of national heritage. The immense scale of these structures turns the Indian landscape into a living, open-air museum holding centuries of architectural ambition. For a young student like Phulmani, learning about ancient cave paintings, the diverse rhythms of regional dances, and massive marble monuments instills a deep sense of pride in her heritage. It inspires her ultimate dream, to travel across her vast country and witness these fascinating historical sites with her own eyes. We hope you enjoyed exploring Phulmani's India with us. If you learned something new today, hit the like button, share this video with your classmates, and subscribe to the Akhara Study channel for more educational journeys right out of your